Hi, I'm Nancy Luca of Git'Erdone. I play lead guitar.
I'm Wendy Colton and I play drums.
I'm Sarah Blanche and I play fiddle.
I'm Marika and I play bass. Why do I sound southern?
I came off of her.
Can you guys tell me a little bit about the history of the band?
Well, I'll tell you, we started out as another band called the Luca Band, which was kind of named after me because my last name's Luca.
It was kind of named after.
That started when? In 2007?
Yeah, 2008.
Something like that.
Yeah,
2008.
10 years ago.
Obviously, she was in it too because she's asking.
And, the people that were in it were me and Sarah. And then Josie, our lead singer, who's not here, she was also in the Luca Band. And we were together about 10 years, and we had some members switch out.
And I'd been sitting in with the Luca Band for a couple of years and coming in and playing like 3 or 4 songs. So it was kind of a segue.
Yeah, so the drummer left and Wendy stepped in, and the bass player left and Marika stepped in, and me, Josie, and Sarah remained, and we had to change the name to Git'Erdone.
Well,
emphasizing the fiddle.
Yeah, and we also had wanted to do a country thing because we'd all done original rock and everything. So we're like, oh, this could be fun, Americana. And so Git'Erdone, yeah, that's awesome. And then the election happened, and then it was like, do we want to play in those bars? No, not really.
So we started doing rock again.
Yes.
But it was really fun for me because I had played classical violin my whole life. And one day, many years ago, Nancy was having a birthday party and she said, you should bring your violin and we can jam. And
Right here on this couch.
It was right on this couch.
Wow.
And I was, jam? I don't know how to jam.
Give me some
But luckily
Tchaikovsky.
she forced me to bring the violin, and I was so glad. And then we did. The first time I played Devil Went Down to Georgia, I literally played it with the music and a music stand in front of the crowd. And but that was kind of how it all started. Nancy just roped me in. Lucky for me, and we just went from there. And we played up in Mammoth a bunch, and we played some big festivals up there, and we just played a bunch of private parties. We played all over the place in LA.
What they said.
I'm self-taught as far as the music. I did subsequently go to college, and since I didn't read music, I took recording, so I have a degree in recording, and I know a lot of theory, but I'm just an ear player, so that's my background.
Wow.
Yeah, me too. I started playing the couch when I was probably 10. And banging around. And then the day I got my first drum set from my cousin down in Memphis, long story why we were there, but the day I got my first drum set, I touched Elvis's arm at the gates of Graceland. So I kind of peaked at 12. Well, that was my greatest day.
That was your greatest day. You mean it's not right now?
It is right now.
Second greatest day.
Well, in my family, it was not an option. We had to learn an instrument. It's just not even up for negotiation. And I was a good little girl, so I picked the violin, and I started playing when I was about 6 or 7. And so just, the classical training all the way, and I did I'm from Utah, so I did the whole Utah Youth Symphony and symphonies around, and I was in my college symphony as well. But I never thought I'd be playing in a rock band with the great Nancy Luca and Wendy Colton.
I'm Marika.
Classically trained pianist who switched to bass when she discovered punk rock in 1976.
What's your favorite punk rock band?
You gotta give it to the Sex Pistols.
Yeah.
Though I was a huge Clash fan as well.
Yeah, both solid choices.
But then all the chicks started playing in punk rock.
Yeah.
Like the Au Pairs and the Modettes and Kleenex and
What about
Talking
Berkeley
Heads.
School of Music?
Yeah. What about it?
Oh, you went to Berkeley School of Music?
I did that too.
Yes!
Overly educated musician.
And I would like to say that I wanted to learn how to play drums, but it was second grade. No, it was 5th grade when you pick an instrument. So I'm like, I'd already been tearing up the couch. I'm like, I got this. So I'm like, I want to play drums, and Mr. Piotrowski, hi. He's like, we don't need any more drummers, and we certainly don't need any girls. And so I ended up playing the French horn in orchestra and the altonium in marching band. And the whole time, in orchestra, I'd be looking back. Like, I want to be back there. So anyway, I just would come in the mornings before school opened and play the kit. And I'm still a hack, but I love it.
Tell me.
It's fun. I think it's. I mean, I've done all the original rock thing. I know you guys all have too with clubs, but actually, like at the stage in my life to be playing in a cover band is so much fun because everybody knows the songs, and they're singing and dancing and drunk. And sometimes, for me, it's like they come in and they're like, "Oh, chick band, whatever." Then we start playing, and they're like, "Oh, they can play." So I love it when that happens.
Yeah. But people go to a bar to have fun, and then we're there to help them have fun, and it's a big party. It's more of a party atmosphere than when you have to do a show where you only get 45 minutes or something for the whole night. We get to play the whole night because it's a lot of work to go there and set up and bring the whole PA system, and all we really want to do is play. So the fact that we play 3 sets that's what we came there for.
I have to add though that for me, that's my favorite thing about playing in bars is watching the guys come in,
Right.
and they kind of like cross their arms,
Like,
especially for Nancy because they got the guitar thing going on. They're like chicks, and then
They're
Nancy
expecting-
starts shredding, and you can feel the respect start to flow, and it's funny too because you can see the progression over set 1. Nobody's really drunk yet, and everybody's kind of sitting there watching you. And by set 4, they're like, "We love you guys! We love you guys!" And follow us out to the parking lot and stuff. It is not fun when people get so drunk, which happens almost every time, that they kick your microphone into your teeth or fall over the Dodger!
Hi, this is the band dog.
Band dog!
Hi, band dog.
Come here!
Okay,
Come on over.
Come on.
Say hi.
Over here.
Come say hi!
Lay down. Sit.
Good boy.
He's the new band dog. He actually has very big
Big
paws,
paws
to
to
fill.
fill.
Yes, good job, Dodger.
Couldn't handle not being in the video though.
He's mellowing a bit. He actually sits still for a few
Maybe
seconds.
not.
I did
at a
that
time.
We
What's
love
your
playing
dream?
at Brennan's once a month. It's sort of our home base.
Yeah, Brennan's is awesome.
And we have a bartender there, Cynthia, who's been there since the previous owner was there. So I've known her for 25 years, and it's as close to family as I've gotten in Los Angeles is my Brennan's family.
I would like to play somewhere more on the east side. I live on the east side, and there's a lot of, and so does Marika, and
Here.
there's a lot of people that would love to come see us, but it's just, people like that when they're east siders are like, never past Vermont, so it's like there's a thing. So, I would love to maybe open up for a band at the Hi-Hat in Highland Park or something, or I don't know where, but it would be fun to do something, on the east side.
And we've also played some really fun private parties. We played a couple of awesome wedding receptions at the Hollywood Club or something, and it was this huge stage, and it was just packed. And we played, so the private party thing has been really fun too. We played at this huge mansion. It was somewhere in the hills. And it was super glam and ritzy and just packed and things. Those are fun too.
Those are fun.
The Pride festivals are fun too.
Yeah, Pride Festival is great because you've got
Big
the
stage,
kit, and you've got
lights,
amps and
techies walking around.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
I'd like a little more
agreed.
bass in my monitor, please. And they do it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a green room and all of that. So yeah.
I think our music, if it just makes someone happy for even a minute and not think about the present state of the union, that's us providing a very needed service, I would say.
That's true.
What's the best performance story you have?
Good or bad?
The first part was good. The second part was bad. So we'll tackle the good first.
I know for me. And then we played Long Beach. What was that big bar we played for the TJ benefit?
Oh, this is a bad thing.
No, that's not the bad thing. This is a good thing.
But it was at the same place.
Oh, well then maybe...
The bad thing
No,
happened.
the TJ place, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was a good thing. And we were just really on that night, and it was a huge stage because Brennan's were all a little bit like that, and we were running around. And then there were all these little girls afterwards that they had a bunch of merchandise from the gig, and they were coming up and they were wanting us to sign it and stuff, and that was a very cool experience for sure.
That was cool.
Good gig.
That and our 4th of July party here on the street.
Oh, that's always so much fun.
When Charlotte from down the street, she stands with us on the stage and just pretends she's singing. She's really singing, but we don't give her a microphone. So she's just like, and it's amazing. But whenever you play with kids, I mean, you're going to be upstage. That's the problem. There's been times when our lead singer was served papers while she was singing in between songs by an ex.
Right?
There was a time when one of these millionaires up at Mammoth fell into the entire drum set and knocked Josie over. There was a time
that there was
I got a little mark on my lip that looked like a microphone because it went bam. That was also in Mammoth. A lot of drunk people in Mammoth.
And then at Rosenthal, didn't
Altitude
someone
thing.
knock your mic stand into...
St. Patty's Day.
Was it St. Patty's Day?
Oh,
Brennan?
St. Patty's
Right,
Day,
right.
when this guy
Which
came
could be a blast.
falling all
But-
the way across the dance floor, all the way, and ended up on Sarah and damaged her violin.
But he paid.
He paid for it though.
Yeah.
He was really cool about it.
Yeah.
He was.
He was. It was a bummer when it happened, but then he came back and had some bills he handed me, and he was nice about
Because
it.
violins aren't cheap.
No one, and it's also the violin I've had since I was probably 11 years old, and I just didn't even want to look down because I just heard this crunch, and I thought I was going to look down and just see these splinters.
And Liz fixed it.
Yeah, she did.
That hurts my soul.
I know. Right?
Well, and it was really sweet because everybody in the crowd was like, get that man! And they were like, I felt very loved and supported. But then they ran him out, and then he came back with some $100 bills, so
Yeah.
it was fine.
I'm like, hey, you scratched my drums too.
I would say the devil went down to Georgia because we do a really good job on it, and Sarah just really shines.
Yeah.
And
Thanks. People love that
It's
song.
rare
Yeah,
to
they
have
do.
a fiddle in a band.
My favorite is Passionate Kisses, which by Lucinda Williams, but it's the Mary Chapin Carpenter arrangement because Sarah does this solo at the end that every time it just like I'm always screaming, I love this solo. Because it just moves me so much, and then we end up kind of like punking it out, at the end, and it's like this is Passionate Kisses, but it's awesome. It totally works. So I really love playing that because it really just fills my heart.
I like American Girl by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Sarah does a wonderful job singing the lead vocal, and I get to kill the solo at the end.
Yeah.
What song do you hate to sing that people request? People like always want, sing this!
Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's Girl. Yeah.
I like it.
That's
I'm
Catchy.
I'm quite
It's catchy.
burnt out on Sweet Home Alabama, but
Yeah. Well, no,
we sing Sweet Home California.
we do, but you're even more burnout on what's the one? What's the one? It's the one hit wonder, Georgia Satellites.
Oh, love that song.
Hard time.
It's hard to handle.
Pocket going ding-a-ling-a-ling.
I call you lover boy. All right.
No huggy, no kissy till I get a wedding ring. Although that song did get me a really nice ring.
Did
Well, and Josie
in
always
real
like
life.
starts kind of cruising around the bar with her little
She does.
portable mic.
She does it.
works
well.
it.
She sells it.
I do have to say though, we have to make a plug for the originals.
Yes.
Nancy is our songwriter, and she has some amazing songs.
Rebound
Plenty of
Girl.
Love. Rebound Girl's amazing. Plenty of Love should be a worldwide hit. Scientific thing. They've studied
And did we
it.
mention that we're Git'Erdone and this is the greatest day interview?